Have you ever talked to someone and thought to yourself, damn, that person has a very distinct aura or energy around them, and you might even like them as a person, but you cannot disregard the strange feeling that you sense from them. The strange feeling is their authenticity. One way or another, it's polarizing because it's real, and at some conscious level, us humans can easily detect what's real and what's not. It is mainly done through micro-expressions, which are facial expressions that only last for a short moment, around 1/10 of a second, and as a result of involuntary emotional response. Like if someone was to tell you unexpected news, a quick flash of a surprise would be your micro-expression. If you want to learn more about that stuff, Malcolm Gladwell wrote an excellent book called Blink, where he talks about the power of subconscious thinking, and he specifically touches about micro-expressions. In theory, being authentic shouldn't be hard, because it simply means being true to yourself regardless of circumstances around you. If it was that simple, then I should have ended this video now. But no, for me and you, we don't feel like we are authentic. We don't feel like we are true to ourselves. In fact, we do the opposite. We tweak our social masks in order to better fit our environment around us. We're just like chameleons. We're trying to blend in. I understand that all of us have a social mask in order to better fit in society and actually function, and it's in our human nature. There's nothing wrong with that. But what I am talking about is having an authentic social mask, and more importantly, staying true to yourself regardless of the pressure to act otherwise. So the reason why we don't feel authentic is actually quite simple. You and I have both low self-esteem and low confidence, and the reason why I use them together is because they're interlinked, and it's impossible to know which one came first. It's a classic chicken versus egg debate. Well, they probably came at the same time, because they feed off each other and they create this negative cycle that ends up pushing you further and further away from once curious and pure kid you were. And ironically, it's the most authentic version of yourself. You didn't care about personality traits that society valued and rewarded. You didn't care if people found you cringe or boring. You simply lived how you thought was right for you. Obviously, as kids, we have some negative traits as well, but the beauty in all of this is that once you become self-aware, you can pick and choose which traits to let go or which one to keep. A common trait among people who lack authenticity is people-pleasing. I was once, and part of me still a little bit is, a people-pleaser. And it came from a place of seeking external validation, as I wasn't able to get it from myself. It manifested subconsciously through me trying to match my vibe and personality to whoever I was talking to, in hopes they would like me back because it would fulfill my ego and make me feel good about myself. Pretty much validate me. And I even go out my way to ask questions and seem interested in people, when in reality I really wasn't. I realized that seeking external validation will never make me happy, because it's simply shallow, unpredictable, and not fulfilling. Another common trait of people who lack authenticity that you might even notice in yourself or others is being indecisive with your actions and choices. My indecisiveness came from the lack of self-trust, and I want to highlight this. Self-trust is a foundation for authenticity. For me, my indecisiveness came in the form of reassurance of others. By having approval of my choices, I feel more confident in them, therefore I feel more confident in myself. It was just another form of external validation. There are other noticeable traits that I have observed in myself and others, such as inability to be vulnerable, the exaggeration of stories, and etc. But regardless of what trait you have, the root cause of the lack of authenticity is a lack of self-trust. Look at the most authentic people that we know of. They're usually artists or creators of some sort. To be able to create, you have to trust your own judgments, instincts, and decisions. That's why they're very polarizing people, and the ones that pop up when you think of authenticity. So to be the most authentic version of yourself, you have to learn to trust your personality, your values, your decisions, regardless of the pressures to act otherwise. I have to tell you now that the solution isn't sexy. It's not some sort of a shortcut or life hack or bullshit product that could instantly change your mind. In fact, nothing I say could really make a difference in you. It has to come from you. Sometimes the fire just needs a spark. So look at this video from that perspective. It has to come from you. So start trusting yourself with small decisions. I know it sounds kinda lame, but you gotta take small steps in order to rewire your brain long term. Trusting yourself has to come second nature. And I know it's hard work when it's unfamiliar feeling. Just like with anything else, the more you do it, the better you get at it. Small decisions include things like making food choices, choosing new clothes, planning your day, and actually saying no to things that you don't want to do. By taking control of your decisions, you take control of your life, and as a result, you feel a lot more confident. That's the one thing I realized when I felt like I was living everyone else's life. I like control of my own. I also easily swayed by opinions of others that I often forgot to ask my own opinion. My goals, ambition, and actions were mainly dictated by social media, trends, and friends, rather than my personal choice. You gotta realize this. Life is made purely out of actions, because that's the only thing in the world that makes a difference. Your thoughts, unless acted upon, do not change anything. Your feelings, unless acted upon, do not change anything. Your emotions, unless acted upon, do not change anything. That's why I think making your own decisions and trusting them will result in life aligned with you and your values. And the reason why I say start small is because once you realize the power it has on you, you won't need me to tell you to make big decisions by yourself. You'll just do it. Of course, I'm not telling you not to ask advice from others, because they can and will provide useful feedback, knowledge, and insights. What I am suggesting though is to gather as much information as you can around you to make the best decision possible that aligns with you. Meaning, don't be swayed by anything or anyone unless it's actually aligned with you. Easier said than done. I still struggle to trust my own decisions, and doubt is always going to be there. What if I fail? What if I made the wrong choice? What if X knows better than I do and I didn't ask them? What if I don't like it? There are endless amount of doubt questions you can ask yourself, but how do you get over them? Essentially with practice. With each decision that you make, you learn that doubt is just an irrational fear, kind of like anxiety. Once the decision has been made and you see the result, it's kind of like a positive reinforcement. Even if the result wasn't what you planned, you learn from mistakes and you continue to learn to trust yourself. Each decision that you make with self-trust is a battle won. The more battles you win, the more confidence you have in the next one. Once you have more self-trust, you realize that you don't need to act a certain way in front of different people. The validation will come from yourself and be backed up by your own decisions and achievements, rather than the shallow approval of others. We are all social animals that seek approval to fit in with people around us. That's just how evolution worked out. Knowing this, make sure to surround yourself with people that you don't have to wear your social mask with, and allow yourself to be yourself, because that is what it means to be authentic. Okay, this is important to realize. By living an authentic lifestyle, you're going to attract the right people, opportunities, and energy to you. They're guaranteed to be aligned with your vision and personality. Obviously, we can change our opinions, preference, and even some character traits through influence of others or experiences. However, as long as you stay true to yourself and your decisions, you're always going to be on the right path to have much more fulfilling life. You will no longer compare yourself to the people around you, because no one on this planet is going to have exactly the same path as you. You'll see the life for what it is, without the biases from those around you or whatever society bullshit they're trying to sell you. You're going to become your own individual with the ability to think for yourself. So to summarize everything, start trusting yourself with small decisions as a way to build confidence and take control of your life. This process might not be easy, but the journey itself is priceless. At the end of the day, it's your life and it's up to you to take control of it. I truly hope this video could help you to become the most authentic version of yourself, because I believe that's when you're going to be the happiest. Thank you.